Welcome back to the final part of the show where we read out the questions that you've been kind enough to send in to us, and X is going to be giving us the first one.
So this is actually from at West Ham in Vegas, which is ironic because obviously we did a little bit of a promo for that earlier about our trip to Vegas, which should be good. And his question is for Jimmy, and he said, as a goalkeeper, can you give an example from your playing days that VAR would have helped or hindered you during the game? We've kind of spoke about that at Chelsea one, but has there been any others?
Well, firstly, can I just say, any chance of an invite to that on that trip, please?
There you go.
Yeah, you're
there you go. You heard it first. Yeah. Jimmy's coming to Vegas.
I might not come back.
With the stories you've told, I'm not going to tell the wife, but yeah, you can come.
So your answer is yes. Yeah. You do get an invitation to Vegas.
Brilliant. I mean, go on the question. Obviously, the main one was the Lampard.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I clumped when I was at Walsall. I clumped Dennis Wise one.
Okay.
So that has been good to be on VAR just so I could see it again. But I got sent for that and we lost the game, so it was bad times. I shouldn't have done it, but couldn't resist it.
Yeah. Many people would have done the same.
That was at Millwall actually as well. That was down there.
It?
So can you imagine the stick I got going off?
Yeah.
And then joining for West Ham as well.
I know.
Gosh.
I'd love to have done it again.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been the first or the last. No.
What do you make to VAR? What is your opinion on it?
Do you know what? Good or not? I mean, obviously it's a massive debate at the minute, and the fact that it's getting talked over some quality football as well, and that's more the talking point is I think the reason why I don't like it. You know, if I'm not adverse to it, I'll be honest. I think it's definitely got a place with the way the world's gone. Everything is visual. I think there is a place for it, but for me, it should be left to factual decisions alone. I don't think you can get it right. I think it shows a different sort of side. I know the refs get it wrong on the spot, and I know they get a lot wrong, but they've got a flipping tough job. But I think the fact that even looking back at like penalty decisions and that's not factual. Like I get if it's crossed the line, it's crossed the line. If it's offside, it's offside. I can work with that. I think that is factual, and that can be told within a few seconds. But if it's a penalty where they have to run over to the side, watch it for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes even, some of it, come back over with the decision that they're actually still not even sure about.
Exactly.
I just don't think it will. I think most people having seen it would prefer a mistake.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm one of those people, by the way.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know, I want the correct decisions.
Yeah.
I want the correct decision. But I don't want to take away from the essence of the game, which is, like, people are celebrating things, but having to stop celebrating a little bit because they're going, she's going to VAR.
Yeah.
When has that ever been a thing in football?
Yeah, I agree totally. Look at that Man City-Tottenham Champions League game where, was it Man City thought they'd scored? And then they're celebrating crazy because they got to, was it Champions League final? Yeah, it would have been. And then it's the other way around and Tottenham are celebrating it. Right,
it's mad, isn't it? I think there is a place for it, is the answer. I do, and I've had this debate a lot of people I know don't, and they hate it. But I actually do, like, with the goal line technology, I think it's brilliant. If it's something like that, which is factual, you can't, it's over the line or not, it's offside or not, even if it's a big toe, it is offside or not. I mean, we see it the other day for England, and it was a big toe, but if the camera angles are right, and you've got everything right, it's offside.
Exactly,
so I can work with that because it's said within a few seconds. Right, let's look. Yeah, there's the line. It's offside.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the women's World Cup's been ruined by it so far for me. Now, I've watched lots of games, and the quality on the show has been really good. And the goalkeeping for me, I watch the goalkeepers. I think it's come on a lot, and the game's going the right way. But all anyone's talking about is the ref and the VARs, and so if you're talking about it that much and it's overshadowing good playing in whatever game it's playing in, I think then we know it's wrong.
I think when you're relying on, established technology like goal line technology, and you just said, and I think you hit the nail on the head, and you can't argue with that, perfect. But ultimately, if you're going to stop a game for a couple of minutes for the referee to ultimately go and talk to another referee, it's not getting a definitive answer from a computer. It's a referee that's watching that computer and giving his opinion. Absolutely. And he could be wrong.
And do you know what? Do you know what's so great about the game? It's a game of opinions.
Of course it is.
It's a game of opinions. You go down the pub after, or whatever, you're with your mate, it's like no one's going to have the same opinion. It's like you can debate that, you can argue about it. Do you know what I mean? Surely it's better to have a mistake, what's deemed a mistake, than 6 or 7 minutes waiting and still possibly make a mistake.
Exactly.
Because I don't, half the decisions I've seen, or not half maybe, but at least 30-40%, I'd still say are contestable.
Yeah.
And you go, I don't think that is a penalty. Even after watching it and watching it and watching it. So that shows how hard. I mean, I've given refs stick all my career, and some of them are pony, I swear. But it shows what a hard job they have. I must admit. No one can decide, having watched the flipping video for a lot of time. So I think there's room, and no one wants mistakes, and no one's. I think if it's fair and it's just, then it's got to be right for the game, but not what's killing the atmosphere of the game and and the essence of the fan and what everyone's loving about the game. I think it's taking it away from it too much for it to work at the minute for me. So unless they can quickly find another way to do it, which I can't see how they do, I don't think there is, and I would keep it just factual.
Yeah, that's a fair point, I think. So this is from Denver, West Ham. Does Jimmy believe that today's training breeds a more athletic keeper than when he played? What do you think of the new penalty rules for keepers?
I definitely think I'm going on personal experience. I probably had about 10 pints on a Sunday and trained on the Monday, so they're definitely more athletic nowadays. I think me and Roy Carroll at one stage couldn't see the ball for like 2 months. So I think, definitely athletic. And do you know what, it's a good thing. I mean, if my goalies came in some of the states I was in, I mean, big Ludo, and if you ever heard Ludo speak, I love Ludo, he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's great.
He couldn't say a sentence without saying fucking hell in it. So I don't know how you can edit that. But so he's like, fucking hell, Jimmy, you have to fucking hell catch the fucking hell middle ball. I'll be like aiming with 3 balls. Fucking hell, Jimmy, you have to catch the fucking hell middle ball. So it's brilliant. So definitely more athletic, and I think it's the right way to be. I mean, I think the whole game's gone that way as well, which is the right way it should. And I'm just glad I was born 20 years early for a lot of things. I won't swap all the money they get nowadays for none of the the emotions and experience I've had with and some of the laughs I've had along the way. So it was a great time. But what was the last bit?
About the new rule changes. I think it's what keepers can't move off the line.
Do you know what? I need to have a look at it because I don't get it. It's not like they make a decision and drip feed it in, or come to every club and say, right, this is the new rule. This I don't know where it goes because I've not seen the rules. So I'm going through the season a little bit blind, really. So I'm going to have to go and find the rules and look at them because I don't know. It's going to have to change the whole way you look at saving a penalty for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it is actually impossible to stand with your foot on a line and push off.
That's right.
Sideways on 1 foot.
How can you be agile standing still?
You can't do it. It's impossible. It's an impossibility. And the quality of the players nowadays, the quality. I don't know if it's because sort of like new generation of players, you want to say, have grown up with penalties. So they don't feel as much. I don't think they don't look like they feel as much pressure when they know they've got the technique to do it, and they've grown up with it. And the quality is some of the quality nowadays is sensational. Yeah. Everyone can play, even your centre halves can play. If a centre half stepped up to take a penalty back in the day, I'd fancy my chances. He's going to smash it. I'm going to stay and try and set. But now, even like centre half, the goalkeeper,
look at Pickford,
put it in the bottom corner, like it was nothing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And so I think there was always 2 or 3 good penalty takers in the team, but now there's probably the whole team. So if the goalie can't have a little step forward sort of just before it and time it just right, I'm not saying you should be where I was with Lampard. I was on the 6-yard box, but catapult yourself forward sort of thing to give yourself that push to have a chance at it. Basically, I can see, and especially if you get booked for it as well, like for coming off your line you're getting booked, I could see easily like it turning into a farce where you go through the whole team of penalties being scored, because if it's within a yard of either corner, hit half well, the goalie's not getting there.
You physically can't do it.
You can't save it. It's an impossibility. You cannot save it. And here's my fault. You're right. Well, you go early. All right. Well, the players are that clever now. Most of them don't look at the ball.
Yeah. That's right.
They actually look at the goalie. Yeah. They know they're going to put it in the bottom left corner. Say that's their spot. If the goalie goes early. They look at him and they watch it and they just roll it in the other side. If you don't move, they put it where they want to put it.
Hazard was the poster boy for that.
I know lads even lower down who do it, and they're really good at it and they practice it. So what do I say to a goalie? Right, you've got to run from the net, land on the line he's about to kick it, and guess away. They'll just have a stutter, make him dive, and just roll it in the other corner. Goalie will look up.
Yeah, it's bollocks, isn't it?
I just don't. I don't get it. There's got to be some leeway on that. Like I say, it could turn into anything. There could be goalkeepers sent off because if you're starting to let 7 or 8 penalties in on the spin, All right, penalty shootouts used to be back in the day where you're not expected to save it. If you did, it was great. But now you're expected to save one or two, really. And if you don't, you get questioned. Oh, should have saved one for us. You know what I mean? That's why I've lost it. So if you start getting to 7 or 8 and you've not got near one, you're going to have a little gamble. So do you get booked? Then if you need to save this next penalty because they've scored and it's sudden death, are you going to have a gamble or are you just going to let it in? You're going to have a gamble. So you send them off. I don't know where it ends. I don't. So there has to be some common sense on that rule for me. But at the minute, it don't look like there is. So this season could be interesting.
We talked about keepers taking penalties there. Let's take it back to 2006, and you have started, and it's gone to penalty shootout. Would you step forward as a penalty taker?
I'd like to think so.
Would you in the top 5?
I'd like to think. No, I wouldn't be in the top 5.
Okay,
no.
but you'd
I wouldn't be in the top 5.
confident
But if you got to 6 or 7 in, I'd like to think I was stepping up.
Would you?
I've always said it. I've never took one actually.
Yeah.
It's always, even back in the Walsall days, with a few penalty shootouts, and it was like, come on, I'm decent here. Put me in 4th. Put me in 5th. But I think back in the day, it was never done.
No, exactly. So there'd have been a massive move.
Obviously, things always, exactly. Can you imagine doing that in the cup final?
If you missed as well, blimey.
I wouldn't have missed. Well, firstly, it wouldn't have got to that because I tipped it round the post. So we'd have won it in normal time. But it's by the by. But for that, I'd like to think I'd have scored. But
Well, you think of that Adrian one in the cup against Everton.
Exactly.
He took his gloves off,
Brilliant.
put them down, and then scored. That's a massive iconic moment.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? And then what unbelievable penalty. But
exactly.
10 years before, that was never really heard of. You had to get 7 or 8 down the line before everyone
In
think you're
theory,
taking the piss.
the keeper should be one of the better penalty takers because, first of all, they know what it's like to face a penalty, so they know the tricks of the trade, and also they've got a decent kick on them because they have to kick it a long way.
Well, the one I spoke about where you watch the goalie, I did that in training.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think, well, I wouldn't have done it in 2006, so I've only done it the last few years, but I'd like to think I'd do that. But I don't know if I'd have the bottle to do it, I'll be honest.
It's an interesting
It's different.
one.
When you come out of that comfort zone in goal and take it, it's different.
Did you take one of Nobes' testimonial or not?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Because there were a few that day, weren't there?
Yeah, there was a few. No, I didn't take one. I should have done, shouldn't I?
You should have done, yeah.
I don't think I was on the pitch then. Big Ludo came on, didn't he?
Ah, right, okay.
Right, yeah.
Big Ludo came on for the last 15, 20, didn't he?
Right.
And we recreated I got on his...
That's right. I remember that. Brilliant.
Why has a
Sensation.
DVD
Brilliant.
never been released of that?
I don't know.
That'd have been
strange.
superb, wouldn't
it's
it?
madness, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, it'd be pride of place.
Yeah, exactly. It
It'd be
should
pride of
be.
place.
There's so many iconic moments.
So many.
That Ashton's goal, Taylor Tombides obviously scoring.
Absolutely. Amazing.
There's so many
Amazing.
like little sub stories
Isn't
in
there?
that day that really should be released. But
Yeah, absolutely.
anyway, at Bourman B, what is Jimmy's favourite flavour of Walker's crisps?
And as a fellow walker, I'd like to
Yeah, I was going to actually
I'd like to put our flavours up against each other here.
I'm a straight sort of breath and onion. It depends where I'm at, because if it's a night out, I would not be going near the cheese onion or the prawn cocktail.
No Swedish or
I'd be
Spanish
straight ready salted. But if I'm on my own in the house, I'd probably go for the breath ones, the prawn cocktail or cheese and onion.
I loved the prawn cocktail as a kid, actually. I used to make sandwiches out of them.
Ah, it's so good, isn't it?
Amazing. And then, but do you know what? As I get older and my life becomes more boring, I am actually moving towards our standard ready salted.
Really?
I enjoy a ready salted
find that
crisp.
I used to have
I know.
ready
It's
salted
a
as a
shit
kid.
answer, isn't it? But it's true.
I used to have ready salted as a kid and absolutely smother it in salt and vinegar.
Did you?
The packet was ringing, and my hands would be filthy, stinking of vinegar. My mum and dad used to go, "Man, just get a bag of salt and vinegar." And I think he questioned me a few times on that. Is he right? Is he all right?
After the child psychiatrist.
Do you remember those crisps? They're in a white packet when they came with a blue packet of salt. And you
It's
had
like
to-
salt and
you should put
shake.
salt in something.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, I used to feel so
Do you remember when I was in the car? This reminded me of a time when I was with you. I'm sure I was with you in the car. And for the first time in my life, and I don't know what made me buy it, but I bought a pack of beef jerky. Do you remember? Yeah, but
beef jerky.
and then I tore open what I thought was
I do
salt
remember
and put it all over the beef jerky, and it wasn't. It was one of those preservatives, wasn't it? massive "do not eat" written on it. I'm putting it all over my beef jerky. Do you remember that?
Do you know, I do remember it because I remember seeing you doing it and laughing to myself, thinking I could stop you now, but let's just go with it.
Oh, mate.
My answer to favourite, Chris, I actually have to say probably beef now. Like, you get the beef steak.
That's another breath one, though. That.
Yeah, that is a powerful breath.
To be honest, my days of lady meeting are long gone, so I don't care so much anymore now. And that's only because I'm happily married, obviously. Not excuse the fat gut and the lack of hair.